Alright folks, I'm going to attempt this again. Couldn't find the funnel, so I'm just going to pray that I can pour correctly. So gasoline has ethanol in it, right? And the way to get ethanol out of gas is this right here. So we're going to agree this is roughly a half a gallon of content of fuel. This is a little over a half a quart mason jar. We're going to show you how to get the ethanol out of your gas. Because the ethanol is not good for motorcycles, chainsaws, you know, rototillers, generators. You know, in an emergency, you don't want to blow your generator up with ethanol. Or grandpa's motorcycle, and it's obviously not so good for cars. So what we got here is we got a line that we drew on the jar to roughly represent on, hopefully we can see that, to show how much liquid is in the jar before we get started and how much liquid will be in the jar when we stop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this amount of water in this amount of gas. Now, measurements aren't precise, don't hold me to it. This is kind of an experiment to see how much ethanol is in roughly a half a gallon of gas. And I will pour this water into the gas. The water and the ethanol will stick together. The gas won't stick to the water. So in the end, you'll see all the ethanol and water in the bottom. And I'll have to shake this up a few times and make sure the water molecules move around and latch onto the ethanol. And then I will drain off the bottom, either holding this vessel upside down and letting the fluid through a funnel back into the jar, or I will get a siphon and siphon it out of the bottom. But this might have to be a two-part thing. So we're just going to go ahead and dump that in there. I'll see where the mark's at right there, because the mark is going to stay the mark. The liquid level is going to be much higher at the end of this process. And there will be no fuel in the mason jar. Oh, good. You're not even spilling a drop. Uh-oh. Spoke too soon. That's okay. That ain't enough to matter. And you'll start to see what's forming at the bottom. It's not clear water. You can see right there already it's forming. Now we got to be important not to erase that mark. But what we'll do is I'll put my hand on top there. We're going to get the ethanol out. Alright. Now we might do this once or twice. But you'll notice this white line that you've seen in the beginning will start to climb up the side of the jug. And you always rewind the footage and go back to the beginning of the video, and you'll see that the separation line was actually like right here in the lower area. Well, this white line is going to continue to grow, and that is going to be ethanol and water, a combined solution in the bottom. And the top will be pure gasoline. As we also can take note of, as the ethanol exits the gasoline viscosity, science word, thickens, concentrates. The impurities are being washed out already. Now we might let this sit for 20 minutes or something like that. But we'll just let you guys sit here and watch that for just a few minutes, as I will go find a funnel or a siphon. I believe I'm going to go find a siphon. It shouldn't take too long to find a siphon. Alright, we're going to see if I know what I'm doing when it comes to making a siphon. Let's see if I did it right. Let's see if I did it right. If it works good enough, we'll make a tutorial on it. Hose is in the bottom. Or we might just have to siphon her the old way. Well, we'll just siphon her the old way. How about that? Do not try this at home. Well, hold it down lower. Don't wipe the mark off. Mind your own business. Now I gotta be careful. There we go. We got the ethanol out. And there you go. You can see when this settles back out. I'll get you a close up here. But look at where that white line is. Can you see that? The white liquid is now taller than the mark. Yeah, it was kind of insufferable to get the siphon going. But clearly you can see that that's how I got the ethanol out.